Hello, everyone, and welcome to the walkthrough the catalog. You're going to be in for a phenomenal show tonight, or discussion tonight, actually. So just as a disclaimer, statements made here have not been approved by the Food and Drug Administration. These statements are not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure or prevent any disease. Again, it's for self-education, self-awareness, and all of that good stuff. So isn't you at all ever during the year got allergies, breathing issues, you get something down in your chest, you just kind of cough that you just can't get rid of? It's kind of annoying. For people who suffer from breathing out issues such as, asthma, it can actually impact them even more. So let's take a look at what we're going over tonight. Tonight, we're talking about our respiratory formula. And if you have hay fever allergies, if you have a dry cough, if you get frequent bronchitis, if you get tonsillitis, prone to colds and flus, get frequent viral infections. What about phlegm? Phlegm. That stuff's not fun either. What about mucus congestion, sinusitis or sneezing, asthma? Yes, emphysema and COPD. These are all things that this respiratory formula, and you're going to find out what it has in it that actually helps assist the body, again, with providing that empowerment of the body. So what are we talking about for ingredients? Well, the first one we have is campaign root. It relieves symptoms of mild upper respiratory tract infections, helps relieve coughing, and stimulates normal bronchial secretion. So basically that mucus. Irritating bronchial coughs, asthma, bronchitis, emphysema, and it's an expectorant. What that means is it gets rid of that mucus buildup. And yes, as you're thinking, a lot of it's your sinuses. Well, guess what? That mucus ends up down in your lungs, and they're all interconnected. So that's really cool about today. What we're talking about may provide relief for bronchitis. And what we're going to see is a little bit on that is what it is. So you can see the lungs right there. You see all that green crud, and these are the airways in our lungs, and they get the mucus and they get inflamed and they get thickened, and well, that's what that means. Nettle leaf, oh my goodness, is great for so many other things just besides respiratory. But again, minor symptoms of allergies, hay fever reduces mucus congestion, helpful for fevers and nosebleeds, natural antihistamine, and good booster of iron, surprisingly. And it's actually really good for detoxifying the body and supporting the immune system. So crazy things. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought we were doing.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, we're talking. Sorry. No, go ahead. Yeah, actually, go ahead.
Now we're going to go over thyme, which is a herb that helps restore general well-being, relieves cough, reduces mucus and respiratory congestion. It's valuable in the treatment of respiratory infections. It helps reduce spasm and helps cough up that phlegm. It's used to help with bronchitis, whooping cough, and asthma. It also has the elderflower in there, which relieves symptoms of hay fever and allergies. Again, it reduces the mucus and respiratory congestion. It helps with coughs, colds, flu. Can actually promote sweating, which is a detox method of the body, and has anti-cholera properties, which is that mucus buildup. And it's useful for the upper respiratory tract problems.
So most people think of elder as elderberries. That's the actual berry. This is the actual flower of that same plant. It's kind of cool. Aniseed, it's a seed. It stimulates bronchial secretions, calms, relieves coughing spasms, and has, again, that expectorant that gets rid of and helps break up that phlegm that's in your body. Again, bronchitis and tracheitis. Tracheitis is just right here, where we're getting that persistent, that post-nasal drip, that cough, that nasty stuff. And licorice, of course, it's phenomenal for so many different things: coughs, colds, fevers, asthma, bronchitis, emphysema, hoarseness, sore throats, bacterial viral infection of the lungs, including pneumonia. Mild upper respiratory infection, stimulates the liver. It does. It actually is a liver detoxifier. You can take too much licorice if you're doing it in addition. That can overstimulate. So just FYI on that one. It assists the adrenal, the cortisol. When we stress, we get tons of cortisol, which leads to fat. FYI. But that cortisol response to stress to overcome weakness and exhaustion.
And lastly is the bayberry root bark. This one eases congestion in the nose and sinuses and may relieve guttural deafness. Soothes hoarseness, sore throats, tonsillitis. It cleanses the mucous membranes in the lungs. Calms digestion, helps maintain blood circulation for peripheral areas like the hands and feet and legs when that has that issue.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. So you can see they're not just herbs for the respiratory. They actually have a little bit more than that. That's what you'll find with a lot of herbs. This is a product we're talking about, herbal respiratory formula. You can see right here in this picture in the middle, the herbal extract, and you can actually see the ratios of all of those herbs. And that's actually kind of important because you can get too much of one and some are needed more. And you can see it it promotes regular unrestricted bronchial and pulmonary airflow. And just does so many other things. So
let's go over the fill-in before we move on to the next one.
Yep, we've got that right here.
So if you have that fill-in, we're going to go over the herbal respiratory formula. Number one, wonderful for asthmatic challenges.
Number two, it's great for any lung or breathing problems.
And three is helpful for sinuses.
Of course.
Pretty basic rundown there.
So what's really cool is we're going to talk about another one. And if you're catching this, head over to the RespX because these two actually go hand in hand because what starts here goes down here, what comes here goes up here, and it's a vicious cycle. So next we've got our fantastic Brian Jolly giving us this info.
RespX, the key benefits here, it helps to clear your sinuses and soothe the stress tissue for free, comfortable breathing. It has a comprehensive formula containing a proprietary blend of ingredients to provide the broad synergistic effects of the herbal constitutes to support a healthy respiratory tract.
So we have some ingredients right here, and this is one I will not eat for dinner or just consume by itself. It's horseradish. If anyone has consumed horseradish, it gets you A, sweating, and B, it gets the mucus flow going. So I'm going to tell you, it works. Supports normal airflow in the sinuses and lungs, assists with normal digestion, and supports, again, kidney function and the immune system. You get stuck with this one again.
Thyme, that one looks familiar. That was in the last product. So this one has thyme as well. Again, it encourages the calm and unrestricted airflow, healthy and clear lungs, calms and soothes distressed tissue, and promotes vitality and healthy immune response.
And there's actually several different kinds of thyme, but all of them have that same benefit. I just planted some lemon thyme, and it actually is supposed to help with mosquitoes and cooking and so many other things. So anyways, fenugreek seed, it soothes and calms distressed tissues. It may also help normalize body temperatures.
And alfalfa leaf has a rich in phytonutrients, which are important for that strong immune response.
So we're not just talking about loosening up the sinuses, we're also talking about helping boost the body's immune system to cope with all of these things.
A lot of the hay fever and allergies just comes from a weakened immune system. So helping build that up can help a lot with your allergies.
Yes. Oh, here's another. I get stuck with the ones that I would not definitely eat. Cayenne. I can tell you if it's in taco seasoning, I can tell you if there's cayenne in there. It is really beneficial. It promotes healthy digestion, encourages healthy circulation, stimulation of respiratory tract, and normal blood pressure levels. And the biggest thing is just like anything hot and spicy, too much of it can be a bad thing. So just if you're eating it plain, great, but just be careful on that one.
And for the hyssop plant, helps support healthy open airways, free of restrictions, calms and soothes stressed tissues, and that strong immune response.
So bee pollen. Yep, you can get this from any local farmer too. Bee pollen is great. Provides support for healthy immune response. It's rich in phytonutrients, important for energy and vitality.
And the slippery elm bark is, again, calms to soothe distressed tissue. So I see a lot of these have the same effect. And effective for airway mucosa.
Herba Santa. Yeah, that one sounds like we're in Christmas time. So, anyways, encourages normal moisture content of the airway. So, we're not just clearing the gunk, we're actually providing the best environment back for it. It assists with normal tissue renewal. Okay, that's a good one, especially in the respiratory tract. And remember, the respiratory tract is not just in the nose, it's just not in the, I think we believe it's 8 sinus cavities in your actual face. There's I can get, if you want to know where they are, you can look them up too. But it's also tied into the lungs as well too. So
And last one is molasses. I think everyone's heard of that one. That's actually has a rich source of vital minerals, which are important for enzymatic reactions and energy metabolism.
yeah, we used to do blackstrap molasses, has a great source of iron, B minerals, and so many other things. Take a small little tablespoon of that, and it's very, very potent, but it fills in that little deficiency right there. So here's the product we're talking about, our RespX. You can see it is a herbal blend, unique formulation containing the finest ingredients for the purpose of maximizing correlated benefits for upper respiratory tract wellness. Again, those ingredients you can see right there in that proprietary blend, and it's phenomenal. You can go out and you can create your own blends, but hey, they do it already for you. You don't have to eat plain horseradish. You just take it, and again, it's 1 tablet as needed, because it does help dry up the sinus cavities. You want to be careful. If you're having issues, you can take an additional pill, no more than generally 2 a day, because it does dry out the sinus cavities. So if you want more, you can follow us on YouTube there. I'm going to pop that link in the chat message for you. Otherwise, there is the link, and this is brought to you by jollytimehealth.com.
Let's go over the fill in real quick.
Oh, yes.
Almost.
I am goobering. Okay, there we go.
So just after the upper respiratory is the RespX. Number 1 is great for allergies.
Number 2, helps clear sinuses.
And 3, it's great for breathing.
So again, the herbal respiratory that you'll see in one of the videos, as well as this RespX, is great for the overall respiratory tract and so much more. Healthy breathing means a healthier you, and happier you means health and wellness and vitality.